Okay. Oh, hello. Hello and welcome, everybody. Nothing like the element of surprise to catch you off guard. Welcome to the Very Big Comedy Quiz, this week's edition. This is the Friday night edition, a very special edition, a slightly different one for the purposes of our quiz, but a very exciting one nonetheless. Because tonight we have a brilliant co-host who's actually who's set the quiz for us. And, he's one of my favorite people in the whole entire entertainment industry. He's a lovely man. And I think most of you will know him because he was talking about it on his show this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Mark Pilgrim.
Hello. Hello again. Hi.
Hi. So
Hi.
lovely to have you with us again.
Great to be with you again. And I've got all my bits and bobs lined up. I'm ready to play a good game tonight.
Fantastic. And not only are you I'm calling you the co-host, but actually you set all the questions. They're all 90s themed musical, etc.
90s, they're just general.
Is it just general?
80s, 90s, noughties, TV and movie themes.
And I have yet to see or experience any of them. So this will be, in actual fact, you'll be the quiz master tonight, and I'll just be the guy who drinks a bit and talks to you.
By the way, do you like my warm fireplace in the background?
It does look very nice. I like that you've got a guitar there as well.
Yeah, the fireplace took about 5 boxes of Blitz.
It looks and it looks like very special logs because they're probably not going to burn out anytime soon.
No, but it's actually amazing that if I put my hand right by the TV, I can feel a bit of heat.
Yeah, that is amazing. I had a TV like that once as well. But anyway, so you've set all these fabulous questions. Do you have enough material for all of this type of stuff?
I have too much material that I had to toss a couple of TV shows. So
I had to toss this morning as well.
Oh.
Wowza. Okay, but good to see you're recharged and ready to go.
Yes.
Yeah. 20 years ago, it would have taken you 20 minutes, but it took 12 hours to recharge this time.
Well, I'm glad you think I'm as young to think it would be 20 years ago. Maybe, yes, go with that.
There we go.
When you would have been a young boy as well.
I was a young lad 20 years ago.
20 years ago. So quickly, before we carry on and talk anymore, I thought for those of you who are joining us for the first time, we'll just go through the rules quickly. The most important rule is that you don't put any answers in the comments section. So if you put your answer in the comment section, then everybody sees your answer and there's no point. So what you're going to do is you're going to get yourself a piece of paper and a pen. You're going to write your answers down on that piece of paper. And at the end of each section, we'll give you the answers, you mark them, and you give yourself a mark out of however many that round is out of. Then the second rule, I think Mark's just going to create a new one, is it's have fun. Grab yourself a drink, enjoy yourself. It's not too serious, so have a drink or two, have fun, have a good laugh. The third rule is no Googling. I hope you've prepared an answer for this time, Mark. No Googling. If you Google in this particular quiz, the only person you're satisfying is yourself. And what do you call somebody who only satisfies themselves, Mark Pilgrim?
Self-gratified.
Self-gratified. Fair enough. Self-gratified. So you don't want to be self-gratified. And then last but not least, be honest with your scores. So remember, you don't put any answers in the comments section. Why am I not seeing the comments? Erica Ricketts, do you often Google at home in the morning? I Google every morning. That's the best way to wake up. Just to let you know, Erica. I am going to do something quickly. So, Mark, why don't you? It's because I'm watching in the wrong place. Okay. So, Mark, why don't you? While I'm doing this, why don't you tell us all about this evening's quiz?
Well, can I send a shout out to some people that I know are definitely watching. It's Wobbin and the Pilgrim clan. Not Pilgrim, Pilgrim clan. Wobbin.
That's cool.
Hi, Wobbin. Hi.
Fantastic. I see Carrie Delaney.
Okay.
It's lovely to have her on board. Oh, there we go. I've got comments now. The garage doors are here. We've got a lot of a lot of new faces and a lot of regulars. So I see Dawn from Benoni is here with her hubby. I hope you're going to represent the East Rand better than other people have.
Are we going to do this in batches of 10 like you did last time, just so I know?
I think we should, just so people can keep up.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, and hopefully you let me know if the audio doesn't sound great, then I have a spare speaker. But I've got TV themes from the 80s, the 90s, the noughties. I'll play it. I won't play the whole thing each time because some of them go on for about 2-3 minutes. But let's play a chunk of it. And do you want me to pepper it with a bit of a clue or two as well?
We can. I tell you what, you play it, and then we'll discuss it afterwards, assuming that I may or may not know it. Oh, we've got Brackpan in the house as well. So Benoni and Brackpan. Look at that.
Wow, we're going further and further east. We're going to have Witbank and
at some point.
What's after Witbank? Middleburg. Sorry, Emalachleni. I apologize. It's not Witbank anymore.
And then what's it? Mbombela. And then eventually somebody's going to join us from Maputo. It's going to be great. And then Madagascar. I don't know what happens after that. If we get any Australians in. All right, but we first have to, Sita Penn sends us a joke every single time. And she says, so when it comes to computer stuff, you can't use beef soup as your password because apparently it's not strong enough.
Cheesy but nice. I like it.
Which is wonderful. Where is the answer sheet? So, Adrian, there's no answer sheet. You create your own answer sheet. Oh, I forgot to mention that. So you write your answers down on your own piece of paper, and then there'll be a Google document where you register your team, which will be pinned at the bottom of the comments section shortly. It looks like we've forgotten to pin it. It's not our fault. It's only the 45th time we've done this quiz. So it's easy to forget these things.
Shut up.
So there will be a Google document. That is where you'll fill in your scores. Note, you'll fill your score in there, not your answers. You write your answers down or mark them down in private at your own home, and then you mark yourself there. So there's no answer sheet. You write your answers down and you mark yourself and you fill in your scores in that Google document. And I must stress once again, because I think some people have joined us after I said it for the first time, you don't put any answers in the comment section.
I'll leave that up there for a little while.
Okay. All right. So should we get started?
I am ready to go. And I've got TV themes from the 80s, the 90s, the noughties. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. But if you are watching TV over the past 30 years, these are all iconic TV shows. Nothing obscure. Some of these might be available prime time on SABC3 in 2020.
Is that the ones from the 70s?
Yep. And ironically, I got a reminder just this week that I got to pay my TV license. We'll see.
Wonderful. So it's well worth
I don't know.
doing.
Anyway, so shall we give it a bash? Question one.
Let's do it. Question one. Are we asking for just purely the title of the program, or are we asking for actors who were in it, or is it?
No, I think that might be a bit hard. I mean, if people want to, as a bit of meat on the bone, throw in a bit of extra stuff there, they can. But I think it could be hard remembering the characters. But you might.
Fine. It's up to you, Mark Pilgrim. You are the quiz master. You're the master of the quiz.
Okay, and I've got my daughters just behind my phone. So if you suddenly hear chirping, it's just me on daddy duty tonight.
That's fine.
But they're stuffing their face. They're stuffing their face with Kit Kats, so it's all right. So I've got them covered for the first 5 minutes.
Wonderful.
What? No sugar at night? Hey, well, whatever. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yes.
TV theme. Do you want me to tell you the decade as we go?
No. We'll.
Okay. And let me know if it sounds a bit puffy with my speaker system. But here we go. Question one. What is the name of this TV show? Oh, no, it's the wrong TV show. Hang on.
And we're off to a cracking start.
All right, here we go.
TV show.
Pretend the last 20 seconds never happened. Here we go. What's the name of this TV show?
All right, I'm going to go.
Wait, hang on. Wait, the crescendo's coming. Hang on. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we.
I'm just going to put it out there that I feel I'm too young for this TV show.
No, you're not.
I am.
When did you start watching TV?
I would say my earliest recollections of TV would be about. I know we had one, but I think I remember watching it when I was in sort of 1983.
Well, this would have been just about then.
Oh,
This
okay.
was a big TV show between 80. In fact, it ended in 83. Shall I give a bit of a clue?
Give it. What was it? One of your favorites?
Back in the day, it was my absolute favorite. Yes.
Okay, so give a little bit of a clue, and then I think we're going to need to play it again.
I ride motorbikes because of.
I know which show it is as well now. How could I forget? I love this one.
Obviously. Oh, sorry, I'm just rewinding. I'm just doing a wiki. Hang on. Should I play a bit again?
Yes.
Oh, it's the wrong one again. Hang on.
Yes.
Hang on, there we go.
Oh.
Rum.
Now I know. Now it's so obvious.
Yeah, you see, once you said the clue, Mr. Pilgrim. All right.
Okay,
So right,
that's number one.
down. That was a great one. That was a great show. I don't actually remember it, but I vaguely remember it.
So, shall I move on to question 2?
Let's go on to question 2. I think we've heard that one. What question 2?
So question 2.
That one would have been TV1. It was called in those days on a Friday night. Yes,
That's right, TV1.
Ah,
You remember well. So, question 2 or theme 2 is also actually from the same era. Let me play it for you, and then I might have to hum over the part where they mention the show's name. So if I suddenly go blah, blah, then you know. Okay, you ready? Here we go.
Oh yes, of course.
I'm living on the air in
Cincinnati. Have to stop it there. That was the name of the show.
Half the titles in the word that you said.
I don't even know what I've said. That's the problem with me. I just go blah, 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 blah.
Cincinnati.
Oh, Cincinnati. Yeah, but the main part of the name hasn't been revealed. But yeah, there's Cincinnati. You're right. This show inspired me to want to be doing what I do.
So, okay, I have to ask without giving too much away, because I remember that show and I watched it when I was very young. Did you watch it and you were like, you must have been, were you in high school already?
How old do you think I am, Charlie?
Oh,
wowzer.
Look, I was inspired by a particular TV show to want to be a policeman, but I remember that I realized by the time I hit high school that was a stupid thing to want to be. And so then in high school, I had far more realistic things. I watched football and decided I wanted to be a footballer. So obviously that came to fruition.
And then you eventually said to mom and dad, I actually want to be a comedian. And they said, can't you rather be a policeman?
Actually, you're not far off. My dad was like, don't you want to go back to being a call center agent? There's more money in that.
Wow. Okay, so there you go. That's question number 2.
So that's question number 2. Do you want to play the song again, just so everybody can hear it twice?
Sure. Okay, let me just get it back again. Hang on. Let me go back to the beginning. Okay, here we go.
Baby, if you've ever wondered whatever became of. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati.
Okay, there we go.
Yes,
that was a great show.
It was a cracking show.
The newsreader had a fake wall, and he used to kind of go over the tape on the floor.
And then, yes, for those of you who haven't figured it out, it was based in a radio station.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me get my next one. Okay, I've got number 3 lined up. It's a movie.
A movie. Oh,
A movie from well, I mean, of recent years.
okay.
In the last, my daughter would know because she watches these movies over and over again, but she's just stepped out. But okay, you ready for number 3? Question number
Yes.
3.
Question.
Name the movie.
Should you expect children to it? You did one.
When you say them.
And then children, so I know you've seen that.
I have no idea. Although for those of you who can hear the voice in the background here, that's Tabs.
Hi.
So I'm guessing it's some sort of a kids movie.
It's a movie which children and adults alike like.
Hmm.
If you want
getting-
a clue, do you not want a clue?
No, we have to make it
It's
difficult.
very
for people.
easy. That is very easy. You either know it or you don't. Like if you are a fan, you know it.
Okay. Because if you needed a clue, I'd have to quickly go. The curtains behind me. There's something outside which I'd need to get.
No,
to-
we're-
It's the one
Okay.
with our children that we got halfway through before they got too scared.
the one that they
No,
got
but that's
halfway-
insider trading. You guys are giving each other like insider trading clues there.
No, well, you see, there's people at home right now who are saying the same things. What? I suddenly, I've got the answer.
Okay. So no clue.
Well, you know,
Must I not give a clue? I'm just
no. I think if you know, you know.
okay.
So it was a fabulous. Can you olay it again? I think Adrian wants you to play it again.
Oh, hang on. I've got to get it back again.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. So
Okay, here we go.
so we don't want to. I need more.
You need more. Can you open that one?
What could I use as a clue?
Well, you don't want to spell it out for people.
Oh, okay. No clue. There you go.
You see, that was very subtle. Well, you see what I did there?
I did. It was so subtle. I didn't pick it up actually, but that's also because it's the third one of these and it's a Friday night, so it's okay.
Well,
but very clever.
Nobody wants you to drink too much, or maybe
But sometimes you just potter around for too long before we actually get on to the next question.
Yes. All right. So now that our glasses are full, let's go.
Okay. This one might not be as spellbinding, but nevertheless, hang on. I've got to call.
Don't stop the magic. Well, if that had nothing to do with the thing. That was just because my wife likes to live a champagne lifestyle, despite a beer income. Okay. Anywho.
You mean there's a beer income?
Okay, so let's move on to the next one.
So this next one goes back in time again, probably a little bit back before the others we've played. It goes back to I'm guessing about 1980.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's a little bit more tricky, but there's a good chance you'll know. You ready? Here we go. What is the name of this TV show that we used to watch on Sundays?
Is it Cockblock?
Mnet wasn't around back then.
Yeah,
Okay.
You didn't.
Okay, let me go again. Here we go.
Those 3 notes are more than enough.
Did you get it? Really?
Of course.
Oh, wow. Okay, here it comes again.
Is it not one of... It's one of the most legendary TV shows of all time. Yeah, I think that's enough. We can stop it. You don't want to give away too much. These people are smart that play this quiz. You don't want to underestimate them.
Okay, so no clue with that one. That's number 4, by the way.
That's number 4, and we had a similar version in South Africa that was pretty great, but slightly before that. And the transport they used was less amazing.
I used to love this show. But when this show used to come on TV, I remember it was time to polish the school shoes for the next day, and my mum wouldn't cook dinner on a Sunday Late Sunday afternoon, it would be a cheese toasty. So
Ah,
it'd be a cheese toasty with this TV show.
yeah. You see, my parents did that thing which I do now if I'm really lazy, where you had breakfast for dinner on a Sunday. And we thought it was really cool as kids. But now that I'm an adult, I realize it's just parents being lazy. It was amazing. You heard that song or other tracks. For me, it was 50, 50. And you
Yes.
got to enjoy cornflakes and back to school depression.
That's 50, 50. Wow, I remember that. So anyway, there we go. So that was number 4. So we're going to move on to number 5. Number five is the reason why I bought an Mnet decoder.
Oh, okay. Is it SABC?
The reason I bought an Mnet decoder.
Was it Big Brother?
No. Jeez, that was a good show. Okay.
Well,
The host was shocking. Okay. Okay, you ready for this one? A 90s TV show. What is this?
I know. I didn't know you were a teenage girl, Mark.
You bought an Mnet decoder because of this show.
I still remember some of the characters' names.
Give us one character's name, like an obscure one.
Billy.
Billy.
Played by Andrew Shue. The brother of Elizabeth Shue, who played in the movie Cocktail with who's the little chap? The Hobbit, Tom Cruise.
Yes. Slightly odd man right now. Okay, so let's hear the tune again. It was different to what I thought it was.
Okay, let me cue it up again. Hang on a sec. There we go. Oh no, hang on. Let me go. Here we go.
Yeah, I get it now. But the one you're talking about was on SPC.
Yeah, you have to
No, it is on Mnet.
Oh, let me
All
go
right.
to the. Let me hang on. Let me go to the. Hang on. Sorry for that. That's a bit of inside DJ noise. Here we go.
Yeah.
Was this not on SABC3 as well?
Probably about a year ago. Yes.
On simulcast, when you still listen to programs on Radio 2 a day.
No, this was Mnet.
Was it definitely Mnet?
I bought my Mnet decoder for it.
Was this one that young men would have liked or young ladies?
Men and ladies would have liked this one
Okay,
because there was so it's not the show you're thinking of.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's not the show you're thinking of. Can I give you a clue? No clue.
Go for a clue. It's
An apartment complex where they all lived, and it was about the goings on.
It is indeed the show that Tabs was thinking of, not the one that I was thinking of. Bracknell needs a clue. So, Angelique, your mom might remember this show. It's one of those.
It was makes me want to watch it all over again. Okay, so that was number 5.
Angelique.
Hmm?
Why would your mum know?
All right, not all. It was a subtle clue, Tabs.
I'm not good with subtlety.
So here's one now. We're on to number 6.
6.
This is a show which I never watched myself, but it was very big. So
Yes.
I don't have any emotional connection, but I thought, let me not be biased. Let me kind of vary it up a little bit. It was a cop show. And there were many. There were many in. This one was early 90s. Okay. In fact, late 80s into early 90s. You ready? Anything? No.
told you.
It sounds very 80s cop show.
Yes, I know what it is. Thank you. It's the one I thought yeah. Thanks,
Okay.
Mark.
A little clue.
Yes.
Yes.
Johnny Depp was a cop.
Oh, okay. You've just given that away.
Beric Austin says Mark should get a refund for the decoder.
Yeah, because the show, because now that I know what it was, I definitely remember, because we didn't get an Mnet decoder until the 1998 World Cup. We went straight for DSTV. But that show you're talking about, I remember watching on simulcast.
So I got it wrong.
I think so.
So why did I buy my decoder then? I thought it was Melrose Place. You just shattered my childhood memory.
Well, you don't want to give the answers away, but
did I just give it away? Did I just say it?
bit.
You know, the irony is, I don't even know what I just said. That works well for me when I'm on radio. I said, what? Ready? What? When? No.
But no, I definitely remember.
Oh, boy. Yes.
So what were we saying? This particular show, this was early 80s, wasn't it?
No.
I was a big fan.
No, this was the late 80s into early 90s. The one I just played now.
Oh, okay.
It was not. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't watch it, but it was a big show.
I watched it. I thought it was a cracking show. I didn't.
Do I need to play it again?
Play it again.
Play it again. You can just visualize the graffiti.
Yes, I can. Him and the co-star. It was a great group of guys. Sean says thank you, by the way. All right, so that was, I've lost track.
We're on to, that was number 6. We're going on to number 7.
Let's go on to number 7.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, too easy.
We don't need the
You just
Too
need
easy.
that. You see, all of these
clue
things
for that one.
bring back memories. The memory this brings back to me is, you know, when you were a teenager and all your friends had like pocket money and chilled parents, and they got to go out on a Saturday night, and I had neither, so I had to stay in Saturday nights and watch this program, which was terrible. I had a sad childhood.
Sorry about
Can you all take a moment to feel sorry for me? Thank you.
Kim Wright is calling you a dingbat. I think she listens to your show a lot.
Thank you, Kim. Okay. So I'm not giving a clue for that one.
No, I think you also gave the answer dingbat. Is she talking to me or Mark? Kim, are you talking to me or Mark?
Mark says that a lot.
Did I just reveal the answer in something I said?
No, the last one.
Oh, in the last one. Okay. Just shows you, even with this one, I thought I might have revealed the answer. One more time. There we go. And then just going to the riff if you need the riff. There we go. There you go. So that was number 7. I've just jiggled some around here because I was going to play one which I'll now play later. I'm going to play another one for number 8.
Okay.
Are you ready? Number 8, you ready?
Yes. Yeah. Also,
do you remember the boot closing and the number
of
plates?
course. Once again, this was also a Saturday night program, TV1.
Okay, a bit more. Oh, wait, here it comes. Hey, it's like back in our teenage years.
Yeah. Well, for you. For me, it's when I was in primary school. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
You know, my baby photos are black and white, and it was technology. It wasn't by choice. But it's okay.
All right, so that was kind of a cool one. That was one of the originals of that genre, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know which one came first, but there was very much about that industry when it came to TV shows. There were a couple of them, including the prior one as well. So there was a link between 7 and 8 in terms of their themes. That's actually why I swapped things around.
Yeah. Okay. Should we go for number 9?
Number 9. Number 9. Without a doubt, you'll get this one. Okay, we all watched it, especially the guys. You almost said it.
This is the one that I thought you got an Mnet decoder for.
In fact, when you went, I thought you were going to say boobs.
No, you see,
because...
mine during memory, I actually never saw this program with the sound on because as I said, I used to work in the DSTV call center. So we had TVs on to make sure the picture was fine, but the sound was off, and I still enjoyed it.
Let me play a bit more. Hang on.
Yep. So I have to mention this. I don't want to. I'm going to quote a very good friend and mentor of mine, a chap called Joe Parker. And he always said when this show came on TV, so did he.
Shit, that's funny.
So that's a big clue. Some of the and let's just be honest, because Dawn is saying nice acting there. I don't think any of the people who were on the show ever won an Emmy, but they were very popular.
They were very popular indeed. It was it was a good show in its time.
As I said, I actually never watched it. I couldn't be hassled to do it, but I did enjoy. Well, I never watched it with the sound on, but I did enjoy watching it when I was in the call center. It was lovely.
Do I need to play it again?
I think. Well, have we not given enough clues?
Okay, so that wasn't number 9.
We did give 2 big clues up front there, but maybe we should.
Well, are we making 2 mountains out of molehills?
Pretty much. All right.
Okay.
So we're
going to move on. Okay. So we're going to go on to the next one.
Yes.
Now the next one is an iconic TV show, but it's one of those where people will know the theme, but let's see how many people remember the name of the show.
All
okay.
Right.
This is difficulty level notched up a bit from the previous one. There we go. What's the name of that show?
That is a cracking show.
I'm trying to see when it was. Was that late 80s?
I'm placing it at early 90s.
Actually, it was 80s. But listen, having said that, in South Africa, we sometimes watch things a few years later. So there's a bit of a crossover.
Remember, like we always watch things a few years later here. So it was. Yeah. I'm gonna, but whichever. But that is quite an iconic. Even the music brings back.
Do we need to give a clue?
You should give a clue.
It was about a butler.
Yeah.
I think he was a butler, wasn't he? He
was I'm thinking of the wrong show.
He was the Yes, he was the head of the household. He was the houseman.
He was the guy who did the hedges.
I don't remember. Is that?
I thought he was a political assistant because I'm thinking of the right show.
No,
But,
no. He was. He ran the house for a governor, so
Yes.
everything happened in the house. So maybe that's where you're thinking political, because
Yeah.
the
And he was the guy who did the hedges, Mark.
is that a metaphor for something, or are you talking? Did you really do the hedges?
Household affairs.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe once or twice he popped outside, and that's the moment you remember.
No, I think you're missing where I'm going with this, and you'll kick yourself when it all becomes.
Are you being rude?
Even
And I'm just not
Erica's
getting it.
gone wasn't hedges. It was a special kind of mild.
Oh, I get it. Sorry, yes, I do. Sorry. But having said that, it wasn't an obvious clue for me, because
You can't say why it wasn't an obvious clue, because then it becomes
I'm not as orally fixated.
See, everybody
was
else got it. If you look
Sorry.
in the comment section, it's all there.
Shit, with the smoke there's fire. I should have known. Okay.
Oh, God.
So listen, we've done 10.
We've done 10. Should we go through the
No
answers
ways.
quickly?
That was quick.
Must I go back as we do it? It's very quick.
Yes, let's
Are we revealing the
I
answers
don't
now?
think we need to recap. I think we'll just go through the answers.
Okay. So okay, we're revealing the answers. I don't want to get
Yes.
the.
Stephen
Okay.
Baines accused.
This was number one. Was chips.
Chicago Highway Patrol. California Highway Patrol. Yes.
With John and Punch. Puncharello.
There was a Mexican dude and another dude, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Eric Estrada and I can't remember the other guy's name.
Chips. Who could forget Chips?
Very tight trousers.
Are you reading Stephen? Yeah, you're so tight you could tell their religion. But like a homeless man against a bakery window.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you for the kind words, my friend. Thank you.
Stephen is a legend himself. He's a wonderful man. He's a good friend of mine from Cape Town. So Chips was brilliant. I hardly remember it, but I do remember me and my brother watching it very excited.
These days, you wouldn't be able to ride a motorbike with a short sleeve shirt and a piss pot. There's a little bit more protection needed now.
I don't know. What if you were part of the village people? You could. But I think that's actually they were guest members there.
Okay, number two. WKRP in
Cincinnati.
With Les Nessman and what was it? Johnny Cool, Fever, Moonlight. He had all those names.
Which one made you want to be a radio DJ?
Well, it was Johnny Cool.
Oh, obviously.
It was what was his name? Hussman.
Was he the one with the long curly hair?
Was it Johnny Fever?
Johnny Fever, but then he had different surname. Lonnie Anderson.
Who was the one?
Oh my gosh, do you remember her?
Did she have weird fingers?
Yes.
All right, let's not go there. I was making a ball joke, and then you didn't even acknowledge it. And I can make them because I'm also going bald. All right, question 3.
You've actually got more than me.
It's thinning. It's thinning rapidly.
Okay, here we go. What I was going to do for a clue, I was going to dash outside onto the patio and get a broom.
But I think we gave about 100 clues for this one.
Howard Hesseman, thank you, Layla. That's who it was.
Yes, there we go. So everybody else had wrong answers there.
But that was Harry Potter, number 3.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Apparently, the Witches Association in the UK were very upset with Harry Potter because they are misconstruing actually what happens. Apparently, real witches, according to this Witches Association, real witches ride brooms with the bristles in the front.
Okay.
I think if you're part of the Witches Association and the bristles are in front, possibly you have bigger problems than what happens in the Harry Potter movies while they play Quidditch.
I would imagine that if you are a witch, and I'm thinking of what witches look like in The Wizard of Oz, there's no need to hedge the bristles in the front.
Possibly.
Where are we? Number 4. Number 4. Hang on, let me pull it up here. Here we go. Number 4. It was the Ingalls family. There was Laura Ingalls. That was one of the characters.
Okay, now I don't know.
All right, I had a complete different program.
What did you think it was?
I thought it was Star Trek.
No. No.
Well, that was why I said no more clues. Even
No.
Cabs just started going to space. The final
No,
clue.
it wasn't Star Trek. It was the Ingalls family. It was Little House on the Prairie.
I never watched it.
Ah, well,
Okay, well, there's your difficult one then.
there we go. Little House on the Prairie. Layla says you have very happy witches. You see, I was avoiding saying that, Layla. Did you see how I changed my tag halfway through and then said I was trying to be civil and then you just took it there? Anywho, we won't go any further. So that was Little House on the Prairie.
Maybe some of them ride them vertically.
The Splinters. Think of the Splinters.
At least it's still a Woody. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it's getting rude. It's getting rude. Okay. Now, Givens, my kids are on their iPads with headphones on. They can't hear a word I'm saying.
Wait till the people hear you on Monday on Hot, and then they'll be like, "We know what you're really thinking, Mr. Pilgrim."
Okay, here we go. Number 5.
Yeah, there we go.
So what was that one?
Heather Locklear.
Yes, she was in it. You're right.
She was.
She was,
Yeah.
and I thought she was amazing.
So what's the answer? It is
Melrose Place.
Melrose Place. Absolutely. Loved
Now, I
Melrose
just have to
Place.
explain a clue to people because some of my clues are apparently too cryptic. When I said your mom might remember this one, mom remembered. Never mind. Okay,
Melrose. Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah.
you got it. Tabs didn't.
Yeah. You lay on quite a spread. So number 6, here we go.
was a
It
bit
is.
cheesy. Number 6.
That was
21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street. You're right. Well done.
Very big hair.
Erica is saying Heather Locklear was better in TJ Hooker. Erica, I'm not going to disagree with you, but I was not of an age where I could fully appreciate her acting skills in 21 Jump Street. Whereas when she was in Melrose Place, I really enjoyed her.
But listen, in the late 90s, she was pretty much in every TV show.
Yes. Well, that was, and we loved that because I always thought she was fabulous.
She must actually hold some kind of record for being in as many TV shows as she's been in. But anyway. Anywho.
But that was 21 Jump Street with Johnny Depp. And we lived for those episodes where they did the McQuaid brothers, him and the other guy.
So let's move on to number 7.
Number 7.
That was one
Isn't
of
there
the
like a
many TV shows.
voiceover that goes something about in the criminal justice system?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yep. Oh, you've made me think of another TV show. I'm going to swap one of them. Oh. Which
So
one am
that
I going
one,
to
if I'm not
toss?
mis-
Because you've made me think of another one. Yes.
Is that Law and Order, the one we just listed?
It is Law and Order, yes. I'm going to change a TV show. Hang on, I need to do something here quickly. I'm going to change that one. It's that one. Oh, I didn't think of that one, and I've got it. Okay, don't mind me.
Fabulous.
Okay,
so
so
Law
now
and Order was the answer to question 7. Adrian, we'll tell you what the prizes are at the end of the quiz when we figured out who the winners are.
Okay, number 8.
Number 8.
With the number plate closing with Corbin. Corbin, not James. What's the actor's name? Corbin.
James Corbin.
And for the longest time, I thought this program was called La Law.
It was like the newsreader on SABC who was doing a sporting recap, and she was telling us what happened in the fuck up.
Yes. And there's another great story like that of it was a guy in the early 80s on, I think it was what was then called Springbok Radio. And the song that it just played was Darren Darren. Her name is 10 Rand. That's apparently a true story.
Wow.
So, Darren, her name is 10 Rand. But yeah, so that was question 8. That was La Law.
Okay, number 9. Here we go. Let me pull number 9 up. Here we go.
Number 9. Oh, a lot of bounce to this one.
Oh, I wasn't here for this one. I know.
Yes.
There's a lot of...
That's what we just said.
Oh.
Baywatch.
Yeah.
David Hasselhoff at his finest.
Mm.
And
Have you heard about the
course,
Have you heard about the brokini, by the way?
the brokini?
Apparently, that's the latest thing out of Australia because it's about swimming costumes. I was thinking of Hasselhoff now in a marble bag. But a brokini is a Speedo, but it has one strap going over. And it's become a fashion thing. So, as a listener pointed out when I mentioned it, basically it's a handbag for testicles.
Ah.
Brokini.
Brokini. So apparently there was a story that I have to tell about the guy who was wearing one, and then his mate came and he said that the ladies on the beach weren't finding him particularly attractive. And his mate said, well, put a potato in your brokini. And then he tried it and it didn't work for him at all. And he went back to his mate. He said, it didn't work. He said, well, you've got to put it in the front. But
fuck it. Your jokes are funnier tonight than when we did this 3 weeks ago.
Anyway, so brokini or budgie smuggler, whichever you prefer.
Wowza.
A Speedo, also known as a budgie smuggler.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, so that was 9. Let's move on to 10. There was this one.
Not Hedges.
So not Hedges, but Benson.
Benson, yes.
Yes.
Benson.
And Hedges.
Eventually got your clue. I'm struggling here because I've got so many TV themes that I want to play, but I can't cram them all in. And I'm busy.
We've got 20 to go.
I'm busy changing things as we go. But anyway.
Erica has made an interesting observation here. Both Pamela Anderson and Heather Locklear married Tommy Lee Jones.
Is that how they all got hepatitis?
Oh, is that how they got hepatitis? Although to be fair, Pamela Anderson's home movies with Tommy were far more popular than the ones he made with Heather Locklear.
Oh, you watched them, did you?
Oh, wow. I do. The very same call center where I watched Baywatch on mute. We watched Pamela Anderson's home movies with Tommy Lee Jones. So if you were a DSTV subscriber in the late 90s and your call didn't get answered, odds are good it's because we were watching that movie.
I'm just trying to, for the next one, it's got a long vocal intro, which would give it away. So I'm just.
Hey, is that, sorry, can we just, was that 10? Was there not one more?
Yeah, that was number 10. No, that was 10.
Was that 10? All right. So
Yeah.
everybody who add up your scores, that's round one. And then put it in on the Google document. Are you sure there wasn't another one?
No, we've done them all. Chips, WKRP, Harry Potter, Little House on the Prairie, Melrose Place, 21 Jump Street, Law and Order, LA Law, Baywatch, Benson.
You're quite correct. So fill in your scores on the Google document. That was round one. We'll now move on to section 2.
Oh, some clever plugs tonight.
Have we got a few 10s?
No 10s yet. One. I wonder which one it was that tricked them. Maybe it was the same one that
I think it was
tricked us.
Little House on the Prairie that we all thought was Star Trek.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? If you, when you were young and your parents said to you, watching all that TV is never going to get you anywhere, this is the night that you prove them wrong.
Oh,
so well done. Layla has made an observation about Tommy Lee. It was not Tommy Lee Jones. I always thought Tommy Lee. Apparently he.
She's going to refer to the tripod, isn't she?
Yes.
Who?
And you and me are going to pretend that was nothing.
Who?
Tommy Lee.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh. I might have to do a Google.
He's probably got tattoos there as well.
That'll make your search history fantastic.
Okay. We ready for the next section? Question 11.
Question 11. Where do you get the Google Sheet, Bridget? It is the pinned. The link is pinned at the bottom of the comment section, but we'll post it again now just in case. So question 11, we'll call it question 1, section 2.
Yeah. What? So this is question 1, section 2.
Question 1,
okay.
section 2.
Adrian
all right. Okay.
is dying to know what they win.
I'll tell you, there's massive prizes at the end of this, Adrian. Massive, huge, fantastic.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's see if Adrian knows what this next one is. Now, I think I've cut the. If I start playing it and I hear vocals, I'm going to just stop and jump. I want to miss the vocals. Okay, hang on.
All right.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Missed the vocals. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh! I wonder what that one is.
Are we're going to keep that in or not?
Do you want me to toss it? I'll toss it.
We'll toss it because I think we might have had the answer in that, so we'll just use it as a practice one. Because that's actually how his mom used to call him for supper. She'd go, Dana, 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 Dana. Batman. Never mind.
But you know,
so that one doesn't count.
Okay, but you know the song "When Your Heart Is Weak."
Beg your pardon?
Do you know the song "When Your Heart Is Weak"?
No.
From the 80s by Cock Robin.
What?
That's the answer to Batman. What's in your mouth?
Yes.
Yes, you knew that one was coming because I could see you were about to chirp it.
Well, I heard a different version which referred to a different what would you call it? Cavity.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Okay, so here we go. Here's another one. I'm going to replace it.
Yes.
Pull that one
So that
up.
one doesn't count.
Okay, so I just didn't know when it was going to say what it says. Okay, here we go. This was from the early noughties. It was a very big show. I'll have to cut the last bit out.
Is that Semisonic?
You're on the right track. So Semisonic did the closing theme tune to the show with one of their songs. This was the opening sequence.
Yes. So Erica, for the record, has put down my version of your previous joke. Going, what's up my ass, Batman?
Okay.
Yeah, but yes, that was quite an iconic show. The one that you just played.
Absolutely. So that was, yes. In fact, I'll tell you this much. So many people watch this show that it was the most watched show in the country, and the internet slowed down because during the day people didn't want to work. They wanted to watch this TV show.
Yeah.
There we go.
I didn't enjoy the theme tune because I'm not a big fan of house music, but maybe we can play it again just in case.
Yeah. You know, I've read that in your diary. So if you hear a giggle, that's my daughter watching some show on Netflix, and she's laughing away, just on the other side there. Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yep.
Section 2, question 2. This one goes back to, it originally came out in the 70s, and I think we were watching it in South Africa, kind of late 70s, early 80s.
No idea.
No, but it's
Not a friggin' clue. I mean, look, tonight we're just horsing around. So it's, you know, some you'll get, some you'll not.
Was it a stationary type show?
Well, I just gave a really big clue right there. Obviously, it was a bit too subtle. Hey?
No, I think we got the clue, but it still hasn't kept us stopping with the clues. So
I mean, that opening sequence with that theme tune, I can visualize. I mean, it's.
Watched it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I watched this one either.
Okay, so that might be a toughie for one or two people, but let's see what happens.
That's fine. Toughie's good. We have to separate the wheat from the chaff.
So here's one where. Well, let me play it and tell me if you need a clue.
All right.
This one was from. Hell, was it the late 80s or early 90s? Here we go.
Don't know about the future. That's anybody's guess. Ain't no good reason for getting all your breaths. Buy up your pen and pencil. I give you a piece of my mind. In my opinion, nation, the sun is gonna surely shine.
You know what?
What is that? It was actually early 90s.
And it was early 90s, and I know that I recognize that. And Eric is saying not a 90s club on Robbie
I'm
Street.
trying to think.
So she was a teenager, a bit of a geeky teenager living
Yes,
with
I
her
know
dad.
exactly. But she really came into her own. She flowered.
Yes.
No, I'm still trying to think of the 90s club on Robbie Street.
No, you're thinking of Bourbon Street, wasn't it?
No, Bourbon Street wasn't on Robbie. No, there was a
Chillers, wasn't it Chillers?
No, Chillers was on Oxford.
Yeah.
Wow, you remember.
You were a DJ. You should know these things. This is.
I didn't know where I was going. I just pitched up at the places.
Was it the place that also served pizza, Erica? So we're giving away a lot of clues here.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, I mean, she would eventually experience a really big bang years later.
Stop it! Too easy.
Oh, is it too easy? Okay. All right, this one I'm giving no clues to, and
Okay. We'll stop with the clues.
Okay, yeah. And I will actually tell you now. I remember the character's face so well. I'm going to tell you it was the late 80s into the 90s. Okay, but I'm not going to give a clue. I'm just going to play it. You ready? This is question number 4 in this round here.
Life goes on, and so do we.
Just how we do it, don't know mystery.
One by one, we fill the days. We find 1,000 different ways.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you know it?
I know it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We're not giving any clues. Kim has said no more clues.
Okay. Not until the kids are out the house.
Well, we're just going.
Okay, cool. That was number 4. Number 5. You ready?
Yes.
This is number 5.
I know it already.
I bet we've been together for a
Oh, yes, you see, as soon as I heard that.
And I bet we'll be together for a million
Remember
This takes you back, eh?
This, it launched a career, this one, if I'm not mistaken.
And I can't remember what I ever did before.
This one launched a massive career. He became like an icon.
Mm.
I
mean, but ironically, yeah. I mean, if he went back to the future, he would probably do it a bit differently.
Yeah, no, I mean, he would have a different spin the way he thought of things. It was like a completely different.
So anyway, that's number 5.
Yes, that is number 5. And
so I thought for number 6 we would kind of stay in the same genre because they become all a bit blurry and we get confused with them. Oh, I thought of another one. Where am I going to find the space?
Could they be paining? Could they be in pain?
Fuck you! I'm going to change it. How did you know? I hadn't even played it. I was gonna do growing pains.
Yeah.
I know.
How did you know?
Lines.
That wasn't even an intentional clue, but that was a good clue. I didn't realize I gave it, but yeah. Did I say blurred lines?
Yes.
Did I?
You did. That was how I knew it was growing pains.
I don't know how I've lasted so long in my career not knowing what I actually say.
Okay, so forget growing pains in that song.
Okay, I'm going to change that one. I'm going to change it to the other one I thought of. Hang on a sec.
Best time.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yes.
Same genre,
Same genre.
but not growing pains.
No.
Okay.
Face to face,
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it's some. So I think you're just being ridiculous here, Mark. Don't be ridiculous.
Did I not blur it up?
No,
Oh,
you're
for
all
fuck's
good.
sakes.
You're all good.
You're all good.
Can we use that one?
Chris being.
Yes, you can use that one. That's why.
Chris is yeah.
But that was that golden era of like cheesy sort of sitcom
So bad.
theme tune.
That was, and what was her name? She had the hair. She anyway. So that's okay. So we're using that one.
We're using that one. What number? What question number was that?
That is number 6. And just to give you an idea, I'll go past the part where they mention the show name. Here we go. Oh, that almost gave it away. Okay, well, there we go. That is number 6. I just don't know back in the day, they'd often mention the show name in the song.
Yeah, they wrote the cheesy cheesy sort of theme tune, so you knew what the program was about because they thought people were stupid.
So I actually, half of the show's name just got blurted out there, but I think I stopped it. But anyway, that's number 6. Number 7. Ooh. Number 7. Number 7. Are you ready for number 7?
I'm bracing myself. I can't wait.
Okay.
Was this a movie or a show?
TV show. It just keeps repeating the same thing. Hang on a second. Maybe I've got a slightly different version of it. Hang on. Otherwise, I've pre-prepped the show quite well.
It's
hang on. Here we go. Here we go. No, sorry. So that was used in the show, but here we go. Here we go. Same show. Hang on a sec, but these that wasn't the intro theme though. These were the songs they used.
This sounds. I'm guessing this was not an 80s sitcom.
The two of your faces right now.
You know, these are all tunes they used in the show. I can't remember which one was the actual opening sequence, but let me try this one. What the fuck is that?
You took the word right out of my mouth.
Let's make this a really difficult one. All of these are used in the show.
I would love to offer up a cryptic clue right now, but I have no idea.
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
Yeah, you see, now you basically gave the whole show away.
Well, I think I needed to this time round with that one. I thought I had a slightly better.
If you'd played something by Bonnie Tyler, it would have been easier. But
maybe if I actually played the correct opening theme tune to the show, it might have been better.
Nah.
But we're going to keep that one now because I gave the clue.
Yes. And then I think it was a wonderful show.
Or shall I replace it?
No,
I can replace
keep
it.
that one.
No.
That one could go anywhere in time. It would be great.
Are we going to keep it?
We're going to keep it.
So I've got plenty I can replace it with.
No, keep that one.
Okay. So the next one. I used to love this show. I'm hoping there's not too much of a vocal intro. It looks like. What the hell is that? Hang on.
This program.
Oh no. Okay, go past the vocals. Here we go.
Oh, I know this one. Yes.
There we go.
Yes, sir. Fantastic. We couldn't. I have to say that they tried to make a similar one in South Africa, but it just didn't work. Yeah, I don't want to give away too much.
I know. No, Malcolm Russell stood there and narrated it.
Did they?
Yes. Yeah,
No,
Malcolm Russell. You're taking the piss. They really did.
I did not know that. Was it a very short show?
But it always went like this. Hang on. Wait. Let me get out of shot. I can't with my earpiece, but hang on. It will go like this. It all began on a quiet evening on June the 22nd. The Pilgrim family were at home. not realizing that the electrical plug circuit was live. It was that
And then
kind of.
people would cry, like it was like, but the whole show's got a happy ending. Why are you still crying? I
Yeah.
remember the Americans are weird. Why are you crying now? He was fine. He was safe. But
All of what you're about to see is real. Whenever possible, the actual people involved have helped us reconstruct the events as they happened. Did I give it away?
this is how far I've fallen since my days on Star Trek.
Okay. That was a great show.
Well, Eric,
Is that what that one was?
Eric has just given a massive clue there. That's slightly more.
Oh,
less
Kim says nice jammies. Yes, I'm in my jammies.
They are nice jammies. Mark's jammies are sponsored by Woolworths tonight. And
They came with a free pack of chicken schnitzel.
okay, so what was that? Question 7.
That was 8.
8.
Okay, so we're moving on to 9. This one I'm giving no clues. If I can just spell
I'm
it
gonna
correctly,
give-
here we go. What the hell is that?
Tabs has asked if that was a porno, because I don't know if we can include that then.
Let's just say if this was a porno, you definitely wouldn't want to watch this one because he was not a good-looking fellow.
Oh.
Yeah.
In fact, the exact opposite, and that was part of the show's name.
Yes. Was it? I feel this was I felt slightly offended by it.
Trying to work out your clue.
It
Yeah, okay. In fact, must I give a little clue?
No, well, I mean, look, you don't want to. You want to trim some of the excess clues away from this.
I have no idea what's going on.
I don't even know. Yeah, I know you're trying to like throw out. I don't even know what the hell you're saying, and it makes no sense to me.
I'm trying to say it without saying it, but
Okay.
but anyway.
So that must I play it again quickly? Hang on a sec. Here we go.
Play it again.
Here we go.
Eric has said not the SWAT cut.
What was the SWAT cut? I remember that.
So the SWAT
SWAT
cut was
cut.
about a young boy. It's actually quite an interesting thing. It was part of a, the SABC used to like work in cahoots with the government back in the day to do a bit of mind control. And so they found that South African, especially the Afrikaans citizens, were too conservative and not taking enough risk and uncreative. So they came out with shows like the SWAT cut and Trompie and die Boksembende.
But Blikkies David Royer and Busman die brak bom 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 trompie.
And die Boksembende. Yeah, so they were trying to stimulate the young Afrikaans kids to take more risks and be more sort of adventurous. True story. So, but we're not going with the SWAT cut.
What number is that?
What number was that?
That was number 9.
Number 9.
So number 10, because of number 9, it made me think of number 10 because there's an actor that played in both.
All right. Let's just remind people to not put their answers in the comment section, just in case. All right.
Okay, so this one, this was a great show. Okay, here we go. What's this? What TV show was that? It ran in the 80s. Featured. Must I mention the actor's name that was in the previous show and this one?
No, might be too much of a clue.
Too much of a clue. Okay.
Kim says she's not even drinking and she's screwed this round.
I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound. Come on, what's the answer?
I am clueless for this one.
No idea.
In the opening sequence, there was a nerdy guy who was, I think, trying to reverse his convertible, and he drove forward when he was trying to go backwards.
I think we may have been too young for this, Mark.
The nerd's name was Boz. I think.
Boz. I should know this.
You'll know the name.
Glorious
You'll know the name.
put something very pertinent in there. She said they all sound the same, but that was the 80s. Like they all had this, like just like one studio with one dude with a cocaine problem who made all this all these programs.
Okay, so are we? That's it. That's the end of round 2.
Okay, so should we go through the answers?
Yep. This was number 1. It was.
Well, I'm trying to remember the host of the show. What was his name again?
Ed Jordan, the other bald guy. No, it was. Oh, I've thought of another show. Where am I going to fit this all in? It was Big Brother.
It was,
Big
of course, Big Brother.
Big Brother South Africa, the show I did.
Yes, Big Brother, which was massive, as you said. Everybody wanted to. People watched those people sleep, Mark. That was the weirdest thing.
People would call in sick. People would stay up late to watch Irvin in the shower because apparently he was like, who's the other bloke we were talking about who's a tripod?
Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee. And we actually did a Big Brother reunion get together at Emperor's Palace at the end of last year with quite a few of the housemates. So it's almost 20 years old now. It's 19 years ago. It was great to see them again.
And I think that the only one who's really, really gone on to fabulous things was Lee, if I'm not mistaken.
Lee, yes, for a long time, because she was an air traffic controller, and then she became presenter on 702. A very successful one, and much respect. She did a great job. She
did 702 and East Coast Radio.
She's great.
Yeah, Ferdinand Rabi still phones me once in a blue moon. How's it, brother? Waka waka. He's a good guy. Bad Brad now has tattoos all the way up to his neck.
Yes, I did a few gigs where he was present, but I'm not sure what he was actually doing.
He wasn't present.
No, he was there.
He was there, but he wasn't present.
What he was doing, I cannot be discussed without. Yes, but he had Bad Brad tattooed on his back, which confuses me.
Ferdinand did.
No, Bad Brad. Oh, sorry, I thought you said Brad. So Bad Brad had Bad Brad tattooed on his back. I don't know if you saw that. Remember him?
Yeah, well, I do remember Bad Brad very well. We did a gig. Why would he have his name tattooed? We did a gig.
Tattoo your own name on your back, and there's only one reason I could think of.
Yes.
And that's because it would come in quite handy. Like, sometimes you hook up with someone, and then they forget your name, and then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, of course, you Bad Brad."
That's like a prison tattoo for the guy behind you.
Like a label, yes.
We did a gig. It was a 5FM birthday concert in Kyalami, and there were 35,000 people there. And Bad Brad flew in via helicopter, and I had to bring him out on stage. And more people cheered for Brad than they did for the Smashing Pumpkins and the band James. I mean, it was a moment in time. And then there's also a time when Brad and I did a gig in Pietermaritzburg, and there were 3,000 people there, and he came out and the crowd cheered, and I handed him the microphone, and he kind of just whispered in my ear like, "Brew, what must I say?" And I thought, well, what do I have to ask you which necessitates the answer, "Hello, Pietermaritzburg, how are you?" I mean, just come up and say, "How's it?" That's all you have to do. But anyway, he made lots of money for that fleeting period. That was Big Brother. Anyway, that was number one.
That was number one. Yes.
Okay, number two.
This is the horse one.
Yes, it was Black Beauty.
Black Beauty. Ah. You see, that was why Erica was talking about White Horse Inn.
A White Horse Inn. Is that what he
Well,
was talking about?
That was what
Was that
Erica
the
was
club?
saying. But,
Oh, I
but
didn't know
White
that.
Horse
Okay.
Inn isn't really on Robbie Street. It's on President.
That was Witkoppen, wasn't it?
No, President for sure. But it's now a drug rehab facility.
It's keeping
Kind
the
of
theme.
ironic.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. The next one. Here we go.
Don't know about the future. That's anybody's guess. Ain't no good reason for getting up.
What's the show?
Which one was that again? I don't even remember it now.
Blossom.
Blossom,
that's
exactly.
right.
That was. I even gave the terrible clue.
Yes.
I said,
Yeah.
"Really flower."
That's right.
Yes.
Now she's in the Big Bang Theory.
Of
Where
course,
she
yes.
plays, and I never watched The Big Bang Theory, and apparently people say, "What? You haven't watched it?" But she played was it a neuroscientist? Where in real life she's a qualified neuroscientist.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a bright girl.
She's actually the only doctor who is a real doctor in the show.
In Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Not the only doctor on TV. There's Dr. Phil.
Ah,
Ooh.
and Dr. Michael Mold. Don't forget him.
Dr. Michael.
Oh yes,
Okay,
that came
what's
in
the next?
handy when you were using adjectives to describe the coffee table on Top Billing. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. This is number 4.
Life goes on, and so do we.
We
Just how we do it, no mystery.
Which one was this, Mark?
This number 4, Empty Nest.
Empty Nest. It was the one that was a dog, and then Laverne was the nurse, wasn't she?
I think there could have been. It was a spin-off to the Golden Girls, actually. He was a pediatrician, if I remember
Yes.
correctly.
That's right. And the nurse was Laverne from the small town.
Okay. Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
so I see we're almost at 25 past 9, so I suppose we better not dilly-dally here.
Yes, let's go on. Let's go on.
Here we go. This one.
This is Perfect Strangers.
Family time.
Family Ties.
No, it
sorry.
wasn't. It was Family Ties.
Yes, that's I mean,
No.
but there's another one coming. Sorry, Family
Yeah.
Ties. Michael J. Fox. Spin City.
Okay. So that was that. And then number 6 was this one. The answer's coming up.
Face to face.
Silver spoons. Silver spoons.
Silver Spoons.
You
I thought it was Perfect Strangers.
Oh my god.
No, Perfect Strangers, just so you know, Perfect Strangers is this.
You're so
They really
right.
do all
Wow.
sound the same though.
Well, they do. They're all from the same era. Just get the cable in, my baby girl. iPad's gone flat. They need to plug it into the wall just on the other side of the phone. Yeah, they all do, because they've all got that kind of, it's a similar kind of sound. But anyway, so that was Silver Spoons at number 6.
Silver Spoons.
Silver Spoons.
Never watched it.
Yeah, it was a great show. So number 7 is the one where not everyone will get it because it kind of went a bit pear-shaped, because it was all the tunes from the movie, or from the TV show, but not necessarily the opening sequence. It was... But what am I talking about? This was the opening sequence. The opening sequence was only 4 seconds long.
Yes.
That's why it keeps looping, man. What am I... There. I'm in circle. Save the cheerleaders, save the world.
Yes, Heroes.
Heroes.
So
That was a great show.
It was fantastic for the first 3 seasons. Then it got very complicated.
Yeah, then it got a bit pear-shaped. I agree. Then number 7, just cutting out the opening vocals of it because I can see it there. So let me go to there.
This program.
Oh, that's still him talking. There we go.
Oh,
This is working. My daughter's telling me to shush.
so
Come here, cheeky one. Come say hi. Come say hi. Come say hi. Come say hi. Come say
You're
hi.
not gonna say hi.
Otherwise, people
She
think
said
I'm
hi
talking to
last
myself. They think I'm talking to myself.
Come and say hi.
Okay. Come say hi. Come and say
Shame,
hi.
poor Derek once did that to his daughter, and she was in her pajamas.
Yes,
But she's also
she's
not like
in her
a
30s.
kid.
That
That
was
Rescue 911.
911. Yes.
So the reason I was saying they couldn't make a South African version is because I don't know if you've ever called Rescue 10111, but you leave a voicemail and they call you back an hour and a half later.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's quite sad actually.
No, there was a local version. I remember that. Malcolm Gooding did the narration.
I remember
okay,
it was all about our police. But anyway, let's move.
Maybe
move on.
that's the one I'm thinking of. Okay, so number 9. He had a bulldog. Oh shit, Taylor Jean, don't trip.
No, I thought this was Jake and the Fat Man.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It is.
See, that was why I was like, from the fat, but you couldn't say fat.
Hang on, I can't hear you.
It's okay. I'm saying the best things ever.
Just wave.
It was Jake and the Fat Man. Well done. Joe Penny was the detective in it.
Yes.
Yes.
And Joe Penny would then go on to act in the next one, which is the answer to number 10, which is this one. Riptide.
Yeah, it is Riptide.
Riptide was before Jake and the Fat Man, though.
It doesn't matter. Same here. Riptide, yes. Somebody
maybe I got the order wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, so that was Riptide. That was that's the last question for section 2. So add up your scores. Let us know how you did on the Google document.
So we might need a tricky one for a tiebreaker at this rate.
But just as a side note, somebody thought it might be Kojak, and there's a very famous story because that, of course, Kojak, the lead actor, there was a story where there were two flies on his head. Do you know about that? Look, Mom, I'm on telly. I'll show myself out. So
This is Kojak, by the way.
Oh, apparently this is a tricky round. We stumped a few people here.
That was Kojak. Where did Chris go for a pee?
Yeah, he's disappeared to the loo. If you listen very carefully, you can hear it.
Oh wow, that's lovely.
I know.
Rather be pissed off than pissed on. So as we go into the third section, we're going to have to speed it up a bit because we only got half an hour left.
Yeah.
But I've got some good shows. Most of them are TV shows. I do have one movie. I could play this game all night. I mean, it's just I've got them all in my box of classics here.
We might have to do this once a month at this rate.
yeah. All right. Okay. Let's do it.
Okay, go.
Okay, so my friend Wobbin says that was a very hard round.
Yes, judging by the scores, it was.
Shall I make the next one a bit easier because I want people
we need to make it as well. Let's put it in the middle. Let's make it averagely challenging.
Okay.
As I said, we've got some very smart people, so we need to separate them.
So here we go. The third round, 10 questions. I'll go through them a bit quicker than the others. But yeah, they're bigger ones. My Heroes one, I apologize. That sucked. Okay.
It's fine. As soon as you said save the cheerleader.
The cheerleader. Okay, here we go. This is round 3.
Was a hard round. Let's call it Tommy Lee. I'm not
On to
not
the-
sure what she means.
Let's move on to the third round, shall we? Okay, here we go.
Yes, let's go for a third round.
Hang on. What the hell? My daughters are wearing my clothes. Come, no. If you wear my pants, you've got to come here. Come here. Come here.
Let's just
Come this side. Come this side. Come here. She's wearing. Come stand on the chair. She's wearing my jean pants. Yeah, you funny bunny. Okay.
bye, guys. Oh, can they hear me? Have you got earphones?
Now I got the ear thing in.
Ah, so I'm
Okay.
shouting in your ear. That's
All
brilliant.
right, here we go. This is question number 1. Okay, here we go.
Oh, too easy. Best show ever.
Yay. Okay, that's easy. That's easy. Given that.
Okay. So that's
You know,
number 1.
Yes, Clive Will ended up buying that thing.
Twally for Twally. Clive Wheel from
Twally for
Checkers.
Twally. Don't you remember they bought it?
Twally for Twally. Yes. Okay.
Clive Will, who ate most of his food section.
Yeah,
But,
the Wednesday was market day at Checkers, and he took advantage of the specials. Yes. Okay, here we go. Here's number 2.
A Bell 222. That's what Sita said. I didn't say it.
Apparently, the actor in this TV show looks very
Dead.
different to how he did back then.
Well, he's dead.
Oh, yes. So obviously,
that's
Oh,
a very
wowza.
different-
No, but while he was still alive, but okay, you say it that way, you make me feel bad. Bloody hell. I was talking about reconstruction surgery or facial surgery, but wow.
all right. It's got a question 2.
Okay, here we go. Question 2. Do you remember?
It's so familiar.
Tip of the tongue.
I think I remember it. It was
Trying to remember, he was a. What did he do? He was a.
it was a lawyer or something.
He was a legal drama.
Yes,
Yeah.
He was a
got
criminal
it.
defense attorney.
and he was free.
Can you what, baby? Marshmallows. You can have a few marshmallows.
I believe he was a free man.
He was a what? A free man.
He was free.
I don't
I
get
could
the
be thinking
clue.
the wrong show and giving a terrible clue, but
Yeah. Yeah, no, that clue doesn't make sense to me, but there again, it's a Friday night and I've had wine, so I don't know.
Yeah, but it could
Okay.
be the wrong show. that
Okay.
probably the
person
wrong
said.
show. I'll just lead you guys all down the wrong track. But
Okay, do I need to play it again just fleetingly? Here we go. It was in the early 90s.
Yes,
It was an old guy.
yes,
He looked a bit like Quincy, but he wasn't Quincy. Do you remember Quincy? Quincy was the pathologist. He had a similar kind of look to Quincy, a bit of a frumpy old guy. Anyway, that's number 2. Number 3. If you get number 3 incorrect, you just got to stop playing the game.
yes.
Okay.
Ah, no, stop it now. Stop it now.
What?
It's about to be obvious.
Oh, okay.
Is it? Am I wrong?
I don't know what. I don't know what tools you've got in your belt. I don't know.
Well, you know.
Maybe
Oh,
none.
I know
That's the
exactly.
point, isn't it? Wow, I think my girls just took more than a few marshmallows. What bloody hell?
I love your house. Kit Kat
Yeah.
marshmallows. We get in each other's pants. It's great.
Okay.
Okay. Do you think I'm going to let somebody comment if they got that one off? It's too hard because I
have no idea.
What
go on,
the
you
one
must-
I just played?
Yes.
No, but you stopped me before I got to the hook.
I had to stop you because as soon as you hear the main theme, because that's like the little intro, and then when you hear it, then it like sort of explodes onto the screen, and then
So must
everybody's
I
going to
not
know
play
what it
that?
is.
So must I not play that bit?
No, let's keep it as a beautiful mystery.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
You know, like you could corkscrew it in or whatever. That's very cryptic what I just did.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many things you can do with a piece of string. Okay, here we go. The next one, number 4. Okay, you ready? Number 4.
Oh, one of my favorite shows of all time. Oh, I love it. My best show. If I could get that on reruns, I would love it. I wonder if it
I
is.
loved it. There was I'll say this much, there was a prosecutor who was quite a randy bastard.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'll never forget him saying, in fact, I can't say it. It's not PC these days. I'm not going to say it.
The spin-off show that he did was one of the
Yes.
funniest sitcoms ever, but it never really took off.
Yeah, I remember because in this TV show he was dark-haired, and then in the show you're talking about, the spin-off, he was grey, and it
Yeah.
just took a moment to get used to the. Wow, he's aged a bit. But anyway, that was number 4. Number
Yeah, there
5.
was that show. Some people liked it. Some thought it was a lot of bull.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, it's
Yes.
so good. I wonder if we can get it on DVD.
Surprisingly, the guy that sat in the high chair didn't have a gravel voice.
No.
Okay, here we go. This is number 5.
I know this.
Didn't you already play this one?
No, but you mentioned it. And they all sound the same. But no, I haven't played this one prior. But you've mentioned it before.
Yes.
You got confused and you thought one of the other shows was
Yes,
this
but you
show.
played this to prove me wrong, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, did I? Fuck it.
Well, let's see how many people are switched on. We want to.
I can
won't say
change it.
anything
No, let me change it. So that was Perfect Strangers, I'll tell you. Scrap that one. Okay, with the bulky dance of joy. La 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 la. My cousin Larry Appleton.
Cousin Larry. Of course it is. Don't be ridiculous.
So I'm going to change. So that was going to be Perfect Strangers. I'm going to change it to another show, and I've got quite a few to change. Ooh. Let me. Okay, this is an easy one, but it honestly, it just makes me want to eat some cherry pie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This one is easily confused with Baywatch that we played earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what's
All
interesting about this TV show is that in the 80s, if you had to take a bumper sticker that defined a TV show of the decade, it would be Who Shot JR?
Yeah.
In the noughties, the bumper sticker was Save the Cheerleader, Save the World. In the 90s, it was this TV show with, can I say it?
No, because it's very easy.
Oh, okay. But the bumper sticker was linked to the premise of the show.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll get back to that. But there we go.
We'll get
so
back
that
to
now
this one.
is, I'm going to write it on my little piece of paper here. Okay. The next one, so we are moving on to number 6. You ready?
Yes.
screen grab there.
It's not Big Brother again, is it?
No. But it is linked to something we said about Bad Bread and the tattoo on his back.
Actually, I suddenly do get it. That's a very nice clue you gave there, Mr. Pilgrim.
There you go. So that is number 6.
Yes, indeed.
I'll start it again just quickly. There we go. So that's number 6.
Kim.
Numbers.
Kim looks so sweet and innocent. You've got a potty mouth.
But
So number 7 is also one of those which you cannot get wrong.
Oh.
right. So, but I got the last
it's-
one. You said can't get wrong.
You did. This one, especially for our female viewers, this was an iconic show which the ladies loved to watch. Not because there were guys in it, but because of the ladies in it.
All right.
Okay.
Got it done.
Okay, so that's number 7.
You either know that or you don't.
But I think everybody knows that. There wasn't enough. Can you imagine doing that show with today's 700 channels and 7 million shows? Back in those days, we all watched that show.
I'm just trying to see. I want to change one at the last minute here. Okay. I'm changing the next one.
Oh, well.
It was going to be a movie theme. How's the swearing on this chat? Who's talking about us swearing? Or are you talking about on the
No, I
text?
think it's because Kim said not a fucking clue.
Oh.
And
Okay, here's a good. This is an unplanned one, which is replacing what I was going to have as number 8. But when I see them, I get so excited.
but nobody
This
knew
is
what
actually-
you were going to have. So this is you. We'll just
I
go.
was going to do the theme to Star Wars.
that would have been easy.
Okay, this one though. Here we go. TV show.
Yes, I love this one.
Streets on the China, never met her before. Who cares? Wings drop kick the jacket as you came through the door. No one glares, but sometimes things get turned around and no one spared. All hands look out below. There's a thing
But I think this one is one of those you have to get. This is possibly even easier than Star Wars.
Life is more than mere survival.
Almost done.
Just might live a good life yet.
You can almost see it with the dance and the train. All right. I don't think
Surprises.
we need to give any clues,
No.
any ifs or buts.
Surprisingly, that I got quite caught up in that theme that I got a bit jiggly, but I'm actually out of breath from that. Honestly. Okay, here we go. So we only got 2 left.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Why have I got different seasons of the theme here? Hang on, here we go.
Maybe they changed.
I can't remember what it's called, but I even know the actors.
Yeah, we can, and I can see the credits.
I'm trying to see the year. It was
Wasn't Bobby in it? Bobby was in it, hey?
Bobby Ewing.
Yes.
I think you're right, actually. He was.
Yes.
This was in the 90s, and I think
Yes.
you're absolutely right. Bobby Ewing, Patrick Duffy.
Mm.
And Suzanne
Yeah.
Summers.
That's
Yes.
right. Yes.
There was a roller coaster.
Yes, it was a roller coaster. You're right.
Yes.
So there we
Okay.
go. That's number 9. Number 10, pure fluke. Until we mentioned a certain actress's name right now, I didn't realize there was a connection, but it's just coincidental that they are back to back. We are ending off the TV theme evening with an iconic TV show.
This was a beautiful show. Okay, you got to stop it there. You got to stop it there. Stop it there. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and I so badly wanted to sing that bit.
Yeah, but you don't want to give people enough rope.
Because the name is in the song.
Yes,
Wow, it was a good show.
it was a great show.
Okay, so that's number 10. There's all 10.
There's all 10.
Sure.
Oh,
Whoa.
should we go through the answers quick?
Okay, so very quickly, this was the first one.
Oh, yes. So we have to.
Airwolf.
Airwolf. Who
Yeah,
did
that was
not know
Airwolf.
Airwolf? The best bell 222 in the world. Stringfellow Hawk.
Yeah, so he lost the leg. So he was in his 70s. I remember him being so hot when he was an Airwolf, but Jan Michael Vincent lost a leg in his 60s. Like he was a shadow of the man he used to be.
It's quite irresponsible to hide a helicopter in a mountain, I'm just saying.
Volcano.
It was a volcano, even worse.
Okay, here we go. Number 2.
So it was
It
a
was.
Mason.
What would? No, you're thinking of Perry Mason.
So was it not Mason?
No, this one was. In fact, there was something linked to that.
Was it Matlock?
It was Matlock.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so my clue was shit.
Yeah. 'cause you
And
got-
in fact, it says here the show was of a similar format to the show Perry Mason.
So yeah, so it was Matlock, which I got late on. But yeah, because I was going Freemason, which I thought was quite clever, but apparently was quite stupid.
Freeman.
Freemasons.
That's why.
There's a group in the world called the Freemasons.
Yes.
But the answer's not.
Yes, you
nothing to
did.
do
You
with
did
it.
shake my hand in that funny way when we last saw each other. It was like that little.
Yes.
Okay.
But it was Matlock. Matlock was a cracking show. I remember that.
Here we go. This is number 3. And you made me stop it at the vital moment.
Because as soon as that explosion comes,
Here it comes.
the best mullet in the world.
MacGyver.
Yeah. Yeah, MacGyver and Alex J.
Alex is less handy with a Swiss Army knife. Though.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Number
Oh.
4.
They tried to remake MacGyver, but they couldn't quite capture that magic.
No, the young one.
Yeah,
The young
a bit cat.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one. Yeah. Okay, so we're going on to number 4.
With
I
Bull.
used to love that with Bull Night Court
Night
Bull.
Court.
Oh,
with
lovely.
Dan the prosecutor, who said,
Yes.
"You know, woman, you can't live with them. You can't do most positions without them." He said.
Oh, it was so good. I loved him.
Good old John Larroquette. He's brilliant.
Yeah, that's who we were talking about. Who went grey with the John Larroquette show.
And it was Harry Anderson was the judge.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. So here we go.
So
This is now number 5.
Night Court was the answer. Yeah. So just number
Yeah,
4's
no.
answer was Night Court. Number 5.
Oh, that was the
Twin Peaks.
yes.
With Agent Cooper, who always loved a good slice of cherry pie.
That is one of the better sound scores for a series.
I watched season 1 and 2 because they brought out season 3 just about 4 years ago, 20, 25 years on. And, a lot of the actors, so it was in real time, and they were 25 years older. But it just got, the first original was weird. And I really would try to follow the new season. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
All right. So question 5 was Twin Peaks.
Okay. All right, here we go. This is, you know what I find amazing? Is that I do swear quite a lot, because you said that one of the people was saying there's lots of swearing and stuff or whatever. I do say fuck a lot, but it's amazing when I have the red light on in the studio, the word fuck kind of lines up and it veers off that way. It doesn't ever slip out that way.
No, because you used to. It's the same with us when we're on stage, like in a public show. It's fuck, fuckity fuck. As soon as you're at a corporate show, then everything changes without even thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, the only time I did say fuck once on air, that's when they put a snake on the desk, because at the 5FM studio, the door was behind you and they came behind me and put a live snake on the desk. So you hear me screaming fuck like a little girl running out the studio. Okay, but here we go. This is number 6. What's that TV show? The clue was we were chatting. It was linked because you said something about Big Brother, and I said it goes back to our conversation about Bad Brad with his name tattooed on his back.
Yes. So basically, there was a similar show in South Africa where they attempted it, but the guy had Sun City and tattooed on his back, but the tattoo artist messed it up, and there was like the Valley of the Waves and stuff.
Yeah. Actually, you're funny. You should do comedy for a living. I fuck, that's funny.
I've thought about it.
Yeah.
So it is of course Prison Break.
It's Prison Break, yes. What was his name? All the girls were swooning over the bloke. Forget his name.
Yeah, he was, but he wasn't available to the ladies. But
yes, he's not.
Oh, was he not?
I always found that show a bit tragic because you kind of know what's going to happen because they give it away in the title of the show.
Miller.
Yes, it's true.
It's
Wentworth Miller. That's right. Yes. Okay, so number 7. You can't get it wrong.
Oh, yes.
That was Sex and the City.
Yes.
And then what are we on now? We're going on to number 8.
This is the one you started dancing to.
It was, yes.
On the China, never met her before.
And there he would stand with the tray.
And Mr. Belvedere.
Yes, Mr. Belvedere. Now we're going to move on to number 9, which is the one which you mentioned had the roller coaster.
Step by step.
Yeah, Step by Step. And the last one.
Or the Brady Bunch Revisited, whatever you want to call it.
So this was number 10. Hang on, my computer's gone wonky. Knock on my door.
Someone's waiting for you. Three's Company too.
Three's Company.
What a great sitcom. One of the classics.
It was.
Yeah.
I think who mentioned it earlier? Erica said the original was Man About the House in the UK, and I remember watching that with my parents.
And then there was even a really good spin-off series called The Ropers as well.
Oh, there was.
Yes.
There was, yes.
Yes.
Can you remember the name of the old guy? I think he was the landlord, wasn't he?
Charlie
What was
Roper.
his name?
No?
It was the Roper.
Yes, with Mr. Roper.
Wasn't he Mr. Furley?
Mr.
Who was
Furley
Mr.
was
Furley?
the original one. You're quite correct. The Ropers came later, in later seasons. I think.
Yeah. And then just one, and this for no points, one last one, bonus round. What is this?
Oh, I know this one. This is Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. What a great show.
George
Listen,
and
I mean, well, we've got to do another round of this at some stage because I'm going through my TV themes. I've got them all here, and I want to play them all, but I know we're out of time. We've only got 4 minutes left.
All right.
Sita's got a point.
Alexa's going to bed in 4 minutes. Oh. So, but in the meantime, let's add up our scores. Put your scores in the Google document, and then we can tell you who the winner is. And then people have been asking what the prize is, so we'll reveal those.
Oh goodness, maybe we must do another one at the end of September. This seems to go down well.
Gloria's just.
And I see someone said we should have done more movie themes. I actually had a few sprinkled in, but what happens is as I get into my TV themes, I start changing things and I get too excited.
You can never be too excited, Mark.
Never, but all of these are cool shows. Friends, Golden Girls, Simpsons, Knight Rider, Cheers, MASH.
Yeah.
Those are all, wow. I think what was the guy, Punjabi MC turned Knight Rider into like a sort of house.
Oh, I've got it. Yeah, no, I've got it. Yeah, I've got everything here in my little box of classics. Manda, what's it? Punjabi. I think it's a...
That's the one. Did. But somebody else also used it. It was a hip hop guy who used it as a hook on one of his tracks. I want to say Busta Rhymes. But let's.
I can't help it. I'm not a fan with the world of hip hop. I'm a bit more old school.
It was Fired Up. Or was that hip hop? Or was that Punjabi?
No, Fired Up was the Funky Green Dogs.
Was it?
Yeah, you're thinking of. Listen, hey, I got my box of classics here with me, China.
No, it's different. Oh yeah, that brings back other memories.
That song.
No, but that's no.
Oh, not that Fired Up.
No, different Fired Up. I recall that Fired Up. I may have enjoyed that song far too much.
Should we talk about who's here on Tuesday because they've been booked?
Okay, who's here on Tuesday?
Ross.
Oh,
Prime Circle.
Tuesday is going to be a great, very big comedy quiz. We've got Ross from Prime Circle who'll be joining us. I don't know if he's going to be playing as many awesome tunes as Mark did.
Maybe we can get him to sing the soundtracks.
We're going to get him to sing all our musical questions. We don't always have 30 musical questions, but we'll get him to do as many as possible. So we have some results. In third place, Pinky and the Brains and the Cunning Stunts are level on 23 points. So congratulations to the two of you. You guys win the amazing opportunity. I am going to allow you both to, you get to listen to Mark Pilgrim on Hot 91 absolutely free of charge for 5 days next week. So congratulations.
Yay.
Use that wisely.
I just also want to say we have 32 teams.
This is out of 32 teams. So if you are doing in the top 3, you've done really well. So in second place, the Sofa Kings, they were Sofa King great, with a score of 25 points. Well done to the Sofa Kings. Congratulations. Not only do you get to listen to Mark for 5 days next week, we'll even throw in, you can sleep in for an extra 30 minutes tomorrow morning, courtesy of the Very Big Comedy Quiz and Mark Pilgrim. And then in first place, one of our regulars. Well done. Wow. On 27 points, who played snooker with his dad for years.
Erica's dad.
He played snooker with Ross's dad. Okay, get that now. But I thought that was kind of ironic because Here for the Beer is actually tonight's winner. So congratulations.
Well done, guys.
As a prize, you get not only to listen to Mark for 5 days next week, absolutely free, but you also get to play the Very Big Comedy Quiz again on Tuesday night as the winner with Ross from Prime Circle. So well done to everybody. Thank you for playing along. 30 teams. So
33 now.
33 teams. Congratulations to all our winners. Thank you very much for joining us. We're looking forward to seeing you on Tuesday. And thank you, Mark Pilgrim. You absolute legend.
Thanks for having me back.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.